I ain't never seen no nigga work this.
New Mexico and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Tulane Green Wave taking on the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Tulane's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Tulane right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. Looking for a man, it's Amatova. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A completion, but not enough for the first down, and the offense is ready to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tulane now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So New Mexico State's offense will take the field for the first time. That's caught It's Miranda.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Westbrook. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Aggies. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
To the air, it's Tamatova. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get the fumble.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. In the red area, it's Westbrook. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Waddle. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tulane right back to the line. Back to throw. It's Tamatova. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Makes the catch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's caught. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Miranda. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Townsend. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's it for this period. New Mexico State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Got a man. It's Miranda. There he goes.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. Then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down. 3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Gonna run it. It's Westbrook. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to put their hair on fire. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll put one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Tulane right back to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to throw, it's Amatova. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. From the gun, running back on the move. Slashed ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Here's the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tulane right back to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking for a crease. It's Waddle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Creates a little room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go with a direct snap. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Green Wave lining up facing 3rd and long. To throw, it's Tamatova. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Does the short pass to the tight end. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. And he'll be brought down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Dropping back, it's Tamatova. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. On the move, it's Westbrook. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Miranda. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
The kick is on its way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The give on the option. Past the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Looking to throw it to Tamatova. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's second down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And the matchup of 1 versus 2 just wrapped up, and we have a final update for you. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a matchup between the top 2 teams in football is going to go a long way in telling the story of this season.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll ride the hot hand. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And as he throws, finds the big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That's caught. It's Townsend. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Tulane right back to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback on the keeper. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He'll go to the sneak. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward and then do and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Using his legs, it's Westbrook. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Tamatova. Got the quick pass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Tulane right back to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Now they'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Power football with the run. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you use the...
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Ash. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking downfield, it's Tamatova. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on second and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Snap to the back. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So the 16-play drive, they're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined. And on the sweet spin, and he's free. At the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock with the run on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Memphis was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Bluff City. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a big play. Finds a spot in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. To the air, it's Amatova. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten the rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
29 on the play. 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ash. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Amatova. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.